Your ex broke your heart when they broke up with you. However, if you break no contact, you will be breaking your own heart a second time. And someone did exactly that. What happened? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no contact army. Have you been using my app Silencio to help you stay in no contact? If not, the link to download it is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our no contact army, you can read our manual at nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. And before I start, I want to mention something that's been on my mind for a while. 65% of people who listen to me are not subscribed. So if I could ask you a favor, and that is, if my videos have ever helped you in any way and you want to give something back in return, just hit the subscribe button. And I promise I will continue to work hard to put out interesting and helpful videos so that you have a better chance of getting your ex back. Thank you. Okay, so I have a comment here from someone who broke no contact, lived to regret it. I'm going to read it and then break it down. All right, so he says, I broke no contact after almost 4 months. I thought I would at least check the temperature and check in. Why do you need to check in? You're not in a relationship. People check in relationships. You're broken up, you don't need to check in. And in terms of checking the temperature, let me interpret that for you. What that means is I couldn't handle no contact. I was anxious. I needed a dopamine hit. I needed to know if I had a chance. I needed to know what she was thinking. I needed to know what she was feeling. So I broke no contact. That's what check the temperature means, okay? You don't need to check the temperature of someone who kicked you out of their life. On the very first call, she was very happy to hear from me, and she thought I would never call. Ha! Exactly. It's been 4 months, and as I've talked about in other videos, your exes are going to be thinking about you, and they're going to wonder because they expect to hear from you, and then when they don't, they'll be like, wow, I guess they're not going to chase me even though I dumped them and they're not supposed to. I guess I'm not going to hear from them. See, she was wondering about him. And in terms of, he said that she was happy to hear from him. Of course she was happy. Any ex is happy to hear from someone they dumped. Why? Because they know they're about to get a huge dopamine hit from that ex. They know the ex is going to boost their ego. They might be crawling back, or they're going to say they miss them. They've been thinking about them. They're only too happy to talk to you. 99% of you, if you contact your ex and at least a couple of months have gone by, 2, 3, 4 months, oh yeah, they will definitely talk to you. Doesn't mean they'll get back with you, but they will definitely talk to you. You get their nice little ego boost, satisfies their curiosity as to what's been going on. Are you dating anyone? How are you doing? Do you miss them? And then what's going to happen? Well, you'll see what's going to happen. And he says that she also wished him a happy birthday. But the very next day, here it comes. When we spoke for the second time, she was very certain she does not want me back, and I'm selfish and narcissistic, and she's made up her mind not to come back, and she doesn't trust me. I was broken all over again and broke down, and she told me to never call or text her, as there's no reason to stay in touch. I broke down completely when she said that I don't know what to do now. Well, now you screwed yourself. There's nothing to do, which is what you should have done in the first place. Because now, at least you had 4 months of no contact under your belt. You just shown her you're very interested. When you reach out to your ex when you've been dumped and you have not cheated, and you have not taken your ex for granted, you know what your phone call or your text is saying? It's saying that you're a pussy. It's saying you're a doormat. You're a beta. You're a loser. You can't find anyone else. They're your best option. You don't have any other options. You're weak. You can't handle the breakup. They won. You lost. You're not going anywhere. They can treat you any way they want to. They can get back with you anytime they want to. You're low value. And you just thought you were calling to check the temperature. You were just checking in and checking the temperature. No, no, no. You sent a huge message, and it's not a message you want to be sending if you want to get your ex back. And so I asked him, why did she wish you a happy birthday? And he said, because we had our birthdays on the same day, and I was in no contact at that time. She unblocked me after 2 months, but didn't reach out. There you go. There's the key to the whole thing. There's the trigger. Whenever you break no contact, whenever you're tempted to break no contact, it's because you've been triggered. All right? It's not like you're just walking around one day and it's like, oh, I think I want to break no contact. No, no. Something happens. And birthdays are a huge trigger. And this guy, he had a double whammy because they happen to have their birthday on the same day. Obviously, that's not usually the case. But I've seen time and time again. In fact, I talked about it in a video, and I'll put the link in the upper right-hand corner. I don't remember the title now. 2 of my clients, they got triggered. One, it was his birthday. The other client, it was her ex's birthday. They both wanted to reach out. One of them, I had to talk down off the ledge. And the other one, luckily, he talked himself down off the ledge. I think he heard my voice in his head telling him he better not. People get triggered because of birthdays. And so if it's your birthday and you don't hear from them, it's like, oh, I really want to talk to my ex. You think about past birthdays you had with them, and now you see that you're going to be without them for this birthday. So you figure, oh, what's the harm? Let me just reach out. Or if it's their birthday, you think, well, this is my way in. I can use the birthday excuse of like, hey, just wishing you a happy birthday. And then you think that you'll have a little chat and then they'll want to get together, or you'll suggest getting together and then you'll get back together. I have never seen anyone get back together as a result of wishing their ex a happy birthday. Okay? So be aware of that birthday trigger because it's going to screw you like it did this guy. Like now this guy is screwed. He had 4 months of no contact, which is great, especially if you have an anxious attachment style. 4 months of no contact is amazing. However, when you break it, the message you're sending is, sure, you were big and bad and tough with the no contact and you stayed away, but you finally broke. And you know what? Your ex is here for it. They love it. They love to have you break no contact. I have another comment from someone who had another birthday trigger, in case this other example wasn't enough to stop you guys from breaking no contact. She says, I feel like I embarrassed myself. Today is his birthday, and we've only been separated for about 2 weeks. I decided to send him an edible arrangement because, well, what if there was a chance for reconciliation? I don't want to have that 1 year I didn't get him anything. He wouldn't accept the delivery. They called to let me know that. Well, that's what you get. Sorry, no sympathy. It's only been 2 weeks, and so what that you didn't get him anything for this year? Like, are you OCD where you have to get him something every year? Otherwise, what? Something's going to happen? Like, your mind is going to play tricks on you in no contact, and you'll find any excuse. Oh, well, I don't want to miss his birthday this year. I've gotten him something every year, so just in case we get back together, I need to send him something. Well, look what happened. He didn't even accept it. You made a fool of yourself. You broke no contact for no reason. Okay? So I hope I've convinced you not only to stay in no contact, unless you cheated or took your ex for granted, but especially if it's their birthday or your birthday. As you can see, it's not going to get you the result you want. Stop breaking your heart by breaking no contact. The price you pay is not worth the payoff of getting that brief dopamine hit. If there's a chance to get your ex back and you know about no contact and you willingly break it, you have only yourself to blame if you do not get your ex back. And in fact, I have a whole video on that, and I'll put the link in the upper right-hand corner. So you don't want to put yourself in this position. You will live to regret it, and that's going to be a hard truth that you are going to have to live with for the rest of your life. That maybe you could have gotten your ex back, but you screwed it up. So stop breaking your own heart. So now I want to hear from you. How long have you been in no contact, and how is it going? And in the meantime, if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net/coaching, and we will send you the rates. We respond to all emails. If you don't hear from me or from my assistant within 24 hours, then contact us again from another email address or hit me up on my socials, and the link to that is underneath the videos. And I am available 7 days a week, 16 hours a day. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, we will find the time to talk. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.